Hey, happy Friday, everybody, and hope you are going to have a great weekend. It's a beautiful day here in North County in Carlsbad. I am Mr. Carlsbad Real Estate. Thanks for tuning in. And today we're going to talk about some of the hidden costs of properties that might otherwise seem like they're cheap, inexpensive, or a great deal. So the thing you have to understand, and we'll jump into that, is with different kinds of properties, there are different elements involved. So, for example, here in Carlsbad, we have what would appear to be some pretty affordable modular home parks, manufactured home parks, and while the price tag, might look a little more affordable. Sometimes they'll start at like 300,000, 400,000, which is pretty expensive for modular manufactured home. But these are like on the beach, like pretty cool on the beach in Carlsbad. The thing that people don't realize when it comes to those kind of things is you have a park rent usually. Sometimes they can have property taxes. It depends on the year that they're made. If you don't have the property taxes, there's a DMV registration that you pay as opposed to that. And the park rents can be pretty substantial. I believe the ones in Carlsbad that I'm thinking of, it's like $2,000 or $2,200 a month, just for that. And then some of them can be financed, some of them cannot be. And if you're getting financing, it's a really niche type of lending, typically speaking, that can fund on those kind of modular homes. So it's not your typical, 30-year interest rate that you always see, which good news on that. They came down to a 3-year low today, guys. We're seeing those interest rates come down into the mid fives. How about that? It's been a long time since we've seen that. So that's great news. But getting back to this, if you have to get into work with a mobile home park lender or manufactured home lender, those rates tend to be higher because they're outside of the normal conventional lending box. So you're going to probably pay a little more for that, the park rent. And then, some of the park, rental fees, they increase over time. So that's one thing to think about as well. Another type of thing that we'll see sometimes here in San Diego, you'll get these condos where, again, like in downtown San Diego, for example, there are some units down there that are really nice in the middle of the gas lamp. But they're cash only. So you can't finance it. So while the price tag might be, 300 or 400,000, most people are gonna not be able to purchase those kinds of things. And then you have to think, if you do have the money to purchase that, it is gonna take you a bit longer to, sell it if you eventually have to sell it down the road, because it's not financeable. So it really shrinks your buyer pool. So there are different kinds of properties out there like that. And then, one thing I would say to keep in mind too is even with foreclosures, properties that need rehab, you need to understand the cost of what it's going to take to bring that property back to good condition on just like a regular home. And are you prepared to handle that kind of project? So just wanted to give you guys a little insight into some of these properties that can look like deals on the surface here in San Diego. That's sometimes the case, but not always. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the weekend.